Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Zia Pharaoh, and in today's video we're gonna do something which is pretty fun and I'm super excited to try this out. If you have been on TikTok recently, you've probably seen this trend where people actually recreate album covers, and I really wanted to try this out myself. So basically the other day I saw somebody recreate, I think it was an Ariana Grande album, and I really liked how it looked and I just wanted to look like that for myself. But I thought, why would I just randomly do that? Unless I make a whole video about it. So that's what we're gonna do in today's video. I actually chose a couple of albums, like 4 or 5 I believe, that I'm gonna try and recreate for myself. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to recreate them exactly the same, mostly because some of these are from the opposite gender and I am not, so I might look like a woman while I recreate a man's album. But you know, we're just gonna try our best, and I thought it was a really fun challenge and I just wanted to do it for myself. So basically that's what we're gonna do, and we're actually gonna start off with the first album. Basically it's the new cover of Harry Styles and I'm gonna recreate it. I really like how it's in like this fisheye lens effect. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that, but I think I can either Photoshop that or just find the fisheye somewhere here. So that's what we're gonna do. So basically for this album cover, I'm gonna have to change and wear something else. So he is basically wearing these long white pants, which I was 100% sure I had. I had these exact pants somewhere, and I cannot find them. I'm gonna have to do it with really light washed jeans. These are super baggy jeans. They sort of have this similar look, sort of, kind of, not really, but we're gonna just have to do with it. Also, I don't have a pink blouse, so I'm actually gonna wear a white blouse, and we can like Photoshop it and maybe make it pink. We're gonna have to do a lot of Photoshopping here to actually make it look kind of similar, but that's what we're gonna do. Also, I'm gonna just stand in front of like an even background, something like that, so we can actually Photoshop myself into the background that he's standing in. It's probably not even gonna look like myself after all the Photoshopping, but that's what we're gonna do. I'm super excited, so let's just start by trying to recreate the first album. Let's go. We're gonna find a clean wall where we can take this photo in, because we're gonna have to Photoshop myself in this background, of course. So let's try and find that. So let's just go. Okay, so that was actually the first creation of the Harry Styles album. I actually decided to just film all the albums first and then actually sort of react to the end results. We're gonna just move on to recreating the second album, and I will be showing all these results in the end, of course. So for the second album, I actually decided to recreate this album from The Weeknd. I thought it was a really cool cover, so I wanted to recreate that. So for this one, I put on a black t-shirt and some chains, as he is wearing in his album, and he's wearing a denim jacket that's actually like sort of destroyed. I do not own a destroyed denim jacket, but I do own this one, which I guess sort of gives off similar vibes, except for the fact that it has some like soft fur in it, but we're just gonna ignore that. And other than that, I think I can actually make this jacket work. This one I'm actually gonna do, come with me. This one I'm actually going to recreate in front of this wall, because he is sitting in front of a blue background as well. So I think if we just take the picture in front of this wall, it will be easier for me to Photoshop it. Also, I saw this really cool effect, or like life hack, how you can create an effect with the light that is coming from one side. Like in the album cover, he is having this red light coming from this side, and we want that as well. So you can obviously Photoshop this, but to make it a little bit easier, I saw this really cool life hack. So all you have to do is just download any red image of Google and just sort of fill up your entire screen with a picture. And then when you hold it pretty close to your face, obviously you need to make the room a little bit darker, because we're gonna do that as well, like close the curtains. But when you make it a little bit darker, you'll have the red light shine onto your face, and it's easier to enhance that in Photoshop and make it better than to start off with no light at all. So let's just try and recreate this picture. Okay, so we're actually done with the other cover of The Weeknd. I actually really like that one. I hope that one is gonna turn out really good. So for the next album, I'm actually gonna recreate the No Tears Left to Cry from Ariana Grande. I think this was a really awesome cover, and I really like the rainbow on her. This trick won't work with any lighting, so we're gonna have to Photoshop that from scratch. But I think I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm not quite sure, but let's just try and get my hair into a slick ponytail. Okay, so we have the hair all set and ready. I think it looks sort of similar. Let's just try and take some pictures and see how they turn out. Okay, so we just finished filming the Ariana Grande album. Now we're gonna move into the next album. So I really like this album of Tyler, the Creator. I don't know why or what it is, but I just like it. So I wanted to recreate it. So for this one, all I'm gonna do is put on a black shirt first. We just have to like show our ears, take a picture, and then we can Photoshop it and make it look like the albums. Okay, so we just finished creating the album of Tyler, the Creator. Right now we're gonna actually do another one of the weekend. This is his most recent one where he's having blood in his mouth, and I thought it was a pretty cool shot or album, so I wanted to recreate it. Okay, so I actually managed to find some fake blood. We're gonna pour some fake blood all on me. Let's just start with the chin otherwise. I'm really putting this in my nose. Let's go outside and take a picture. Let's go. Okay, so I actually managed to fix that other picture as well. The blood completely stained my face. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna try and get it off with makeup remover, but otherwise we look like this for the rest of the day. I'm actually gonna try and edit all the pictures as good as possible, Photoshop them as much as needed, and then we're gonna react to each original cover and my recreation and see which one I did the best. So let's just let me Photoshop, do all the work, and then we'll see the results in a little bit.
The next day.
Okay, so it's actually the next day. I managed to Photoshop every single album. I am not as happy with all of them, but I mean, they're pretty okay. I mean, some of them are like, wow, those are good. So we're actually gonna walk through every single one of them. I'm gonna show you them, the original one and my version. Let's just start with the first album, and the first one that we wanted to recreate was the Harry Styles album. And I'm not gonna lie, this one actually turned out pretty well. I am sort of proud of how I managed to do this. This is the Harry Styles album, and this is my version. They look pretty similar. I'm pretty proud of how this one turned out. I managed to Photoshop myself into the thing, sort of did the fish eye effect. Also, I made the shirt that I'm wearing pink because I had a white one on and his was pink. And I think this detail really made it look really good. I mean, if you zoom out from really far away, they're like the same album. Like, you can't even see a difference. So actually, I think this one was done really well. And I'm sort of proud for being able to manage to Photoshop this. Yeah, I have not much to say about this other than this is probably one of my favorites. And I think this one turned out really, really well. So I am super happy. I'm more than happy with the results. These are like perfect. I'm actually happy with this one. So the next album that I wanted to recreate was the one of The Weeknd, Starboy, and I am again happy with this one. This might be my favorite one. So here is the original album and here is mine. I mean, let's be real, this is sort of pretty accurate. It worked out really well and it looks pretty accurate. I mean, if I would like show this to my friends, they would definitely be able to tell that this was a Starboy album. So that is pretty good. Okay, so the next album was the Ariana Grande album, and here it went a little bit wrong. So this one was a little bit harder to Photoshop because she has the rainbow light on her face, and I wasn't really able to make it exactly the same, but I really tried my best. And again, I don't think it's bad. I just think I could have done better if maybe I had a little bit more time, and maybe if I had a professional Photoshopper for me. Here is the original album. And again, here is mine. I mean, if we're just all being realistic, my side profile could just never compare to Ariana Grande, so it's just not as much on point as the previous ones. But again, still pretty decent, I would say. And I'm happy with how this one turned out. I just think the biggest difference is definitely my hair, because in this album, her hair is definitely such a statement point. It's super wide, super bright, and my obviously is not, so I would say that's probably what made it look very different. But again, it's not the worst. And now looking at it again, I think I could have done the rainbow a little bigger, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with the results so far, so it's not too bad. Okay, and then this next album is from Tyler, the Creator. I had the most fun making this. I don't know why, but it was just funny because I think it's a funny album. I think the cover is kind of cool. Here is the original one, and here is my version. It just looks a little bit awkward, but other than that, I think this album turned out pretty well as well. It was pretty easy, not too hard, but just fun to make overall. I mean, we're just two completely different people, so that's just obviously what's gonna make it look different, but other than that, I think it's pretty accurate. Okay, and for the last album, I tried to recreate another Weeknd album. Looking at this one, like, I'll just show you. This is the original one, and this is my version. Looking at this, I am not too happy with this one. This one was so hard to Photoshop. The background was so blurry. It was so hard to make it look good. So I am not too happy with how this one turned out, mostly because of the background, but also because I didn't really get the picture as accurate as I want it to be. But again, I don't think this is too bad, so it's okay. I can live with it. I hope you guys think it's alright too. So actually this is sort of a chaotic video, but I had so much fun making these. I just really felt like doing this on a Friday afternoon, so I just wanted to recreate these albums. If I have to choose one favorite, I'm gonna definitely have to say that it's either the Weeknd one or the Harry Styles one, like the Starboy one, not the other one. But also let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite and you think I did the best on. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And then I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!